You ever notice how sometimes life happens to you? I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
in the real estate business, what are we going to do, right? If we have to take some time off? Well, stick around with me for a second because I've got Ray Lopez here today, and he has a very, very interesting and motivational story that we're going to share with you. Hey, Ray.
Hey Kathy, how you doing?
Good. I'm doing great. I'm really interested to chat with you and hear your story. So, you're coming to us from Tracy, California,
Coming
which
to
is
you from Tracy,
Tracy. So, that's what, that just south of Sacramento?
just about an hour south of Sacramento. Yeah,
Okay, great. Well, wonderful. Well, you can come on over to Nevada. We don't have any state income tax here,
there you go.
FYI. So, just getting to know Ray a little bit and a little bit about his story. He was with KW for how long, Ray? Were you thinking?
About 14 years.
14 years. So that's a pretty good amount of time. And about 2.5 years ago, something happened that caused you to think about
Switch.
other
Yeah,
options. So what was that like? What happened 2.5 years ago
I was
that
working with.
caused you to make the change? You're with EXP now, right?
Yeah, I
So
was
what
working.
happened that caused you to make the change?
I was working with Michael Reese and Jay Kinder. They have a program, National Association of Expert Agents or whatever,
Hmm.
and I was interested in that program. And they had some other sales funnels going on. And as I was talking to them, they said, "Hey, Ray, you ever think about coming to EXP?" And I said, "I've been down that road so many times over the last, 14 years." I go, when EXP agents try to attract me, I always try to attract them to KW. I go,
Hmm.
so, you know, not really interested. They said, "Okay, well, I want you to just watch this one video. It's by Brent Gove. And, like we say, once you see it, you can't unsee it." And I said, "All right, Michael, I'll take a look at it." So he sent it over to me. I viewed it. It was a long video. It was 40 minutes long. But all of a sudden, towards the end, when revenue share came up, the light came on, and I go, well, "What am I doing here at KW?
Right.
There's no way for growth like this at KW. I need to make the move." So I had a team of 5 agents at the time, and I decided that I'd sit down with each of them and talk to them privately and see if they wanted to go to EXP. Only one out of the 5 wanted to come over. All the rest stayed with KW.
Hmm.
And so I said, "Okay." So I moved my license, and it was effective May 29th. And I
Well,
was,
let me pause you there 1 second because you said something that really, was a light bulb moment for me about now. And I also came from KW, no
uh
shade there. Wonderful company, did absolutely amazing, great things for me. But we had something in common, and I didn't even really realize that until you said it. So, for an agent who's been there a while, what was it? What were you feeling about where you were at KW after having been there for 15 years?
well, it's like I had told you, before, was that when when you get up in time with KW, the first few years is fine. You're a new agent, you're getting all the new training, and KW gears their training to new agents,
Right.
right? So it's great, wonderful, but once you've been there for a while, you don't attend any of the training. They're not really doing anything for you. And I'm not saying anything bad about KW because they are a great company. They have good programs like MAPS coaching and stuff, but it also costs you money to do that.
Hmm.
And I didn't see any value in staying with KW, and EXP was offering so much as far as the educational programs. There's 50 plus classes a week, and just the collaboration that we have at EXP is just amazing. We have the workplace group, we have EXP World. I mean, there's sometimes when you want to ask your broker a question, right? And you go to see them and they're not in the office, so you got to wait, or you text them and they don't reply.
Hmm.
Well, with EXP, you go right into the world, the virtual world, and you can go right into the broker's office, sit down with them, talk to them, ask them, talk to them about the problem you have, and you'll get an answer immediately.
Hmm.
If you have a problem with a commission check, which you don't normally have. But if you do, you can go right into the commission department and talk to them, and they look everything up, get it straightened out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just instantaneous all the
Mm-hmm.
time for anything
So
you need.
at eXp, and for if anybody's watching, the video that Ray's referring to is called The Model Explained, Brent Gove, and he still has a nice, updated version of it, and it's a really good thing to watch. In fact, reach out to either of us and we'll be able to, provide you with some videos and stuff to look at, just because it's really important to research and understand and do your due diligence. But a feature of eXp is that in addition to all the tools that we have to build your business, and believe me, it's just amazing. And the culture we have of collaboration, because we're all owners of the company, the amount of the ease with which you get help, the amount of help that you can get, the speed with which you can get the ideas that you need is just, it's been mind blowing for me. We also have a stock. We're all owners of the company, so we have the stock ownership. We're awarded stock. When I don't even know. I just keep getting these things like, "Oh, you got stock. Oh, you got stock." I'm like, "Yay!" Great. So, but the third pillar is this thing that we talk about called rev share, and it's the rev share pillar that I heard that you were very intrigued by and you came for. And then the part about life, right? So you came to eXp with, the intention you're going to work on this rev share. And, I don't know, how much you want to go into this, but your life came to a full stop for a period of time.
Well, it came to a stop for about 2 years. I joined EXP on May 28th. And, so everybody understands, on May 28th, I became an EXP agent. May 28th p.m., my middle son, who was 38, died. So it took me out of the game for about a year. And, it was a tough time, both for the wife and I, and for the family. So I didn't work. And then I got sick a year later, and it took me out of the game for 6 to 8 months. So I haven't really been, working in production, selling. I've sold maybe about four to five homes a year since 2020. And that's about it, just because there were referrals, old clients who wanted to sell their house, and I'd do it. But, it was no more than that. And I didn't pursue any new business. And then this year I had a neck surgery, so I've been out with that, just recovering. So I'm just getting back into it here for the last, probably 2 months. But since 2020, I've built the tools that I need in the back end for agent attraction. And so now I'm ready to go full bore into, attracting agents, because I see the potential that, even with, 10, 15 agents that you hire, and then you teach those agents how to recruit, you could possibly be making 10 to 15,000 a month easily.
Very achievable.
And it's like, that's a good chunk of change. It's a lot more than Social Security when you go to retire, and it just adds to the retirement income.
Well, let me ask you a very obvious question. Would that potential for the recurring passive income have helped you during the past couple of years when you had to attend to other things?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I only have one agent, and he was doing, some work. So I was getting, $400 or $500 every time he closed a transaction. Now, that $400 or $500, if you have 10 people doing that, that's quite a bit of money, and it would have helped me considerably. But
so I spoke with another gal named Kathy Carter. She's in Nashville, Tennessee, and she had a kind of a similar, not nearly as tragic as yours, but a similar story where she had been with eXp for a period of time, a couple years, and she had so the whole agent attraction thing is building what we call a modern team of independent agents that you help to support their success. I mean, you got 15 years of really good, solid experience. And so it's about attracting agents who you can help and support them to be successful. Now, she had done that, and her husband had a heart attack, and she had to stop, drop, and roll for about 8 months. And, she just left the office and didn't come back. But because she had that rev share pillar in place, she had nothing to worry about, no financial worries, because she had the recurring income on a monthly basis.
Right. That's the wonderful thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Once it gets started, it's there. And then, if you pass away, it goes to your wife and your kids.
Right.
So, they get to benefit from it as well.
Right. So, I guess the lesson for all of us is that life is going to happen, right? And there's no escaping it. You know, you know, hopefully it doesn't happen as much and as quickly as it did to you, for those of you who are watching, but that's the reality. And so are we prepared? Are we ready? Are we in a place where we can have another pillar of income that we don't have to get up, suit up, and go out and earn every day? It's like Groundhog's Day in real estate, right? Unless you have this other pillar of income working for you.
Right.
So, Ray, how can we support you in your efforts?
eXp?
Yeah, your eXp. Now you're looking at building a modern team with eXp. What sort of resources do you have? I mean, we're a company where we all help each other, right? We're a company of collaboration. And now you are learning a new skill. It's so how have you been able to find resources and people to help you do that?
Well, we have two things in eXp that's really helped me out since I've come on board. And one of it's eXp the world. It's a virtual world where every department that would be in a normal company, payroll, your brokers, just onboarding
tech support.
Yeah, it's just tech support and everything else is there and available to you. So you just go into the world, go into the department, pull a ticket, they call you, 5 minutes later, you're in front of someone and they're helping you out. So I've gotten a lot of things done through the world, and then also through Workplace, which is basically it's like Facebook.
It is by Facebook. Yeah.
Yep. And you just go in there and there's all kinds of groups that you can join. And then you can watch the groups, they share campaigns, they share techniques, marketing ideas. It's all in there. It's overwhelming the amount of stuff that you can follow on the Workplace to get information. But you can also go in there and search. So it makes it easy to do research on doing certain things. But between the two, between the world and Workplace, I haven't had a problem. And then I reach out to my upline at times to ask them questions. That's
what I was going to ask you. Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael Reese and Jay Kinder have been help during my time with eXp. And you would think that, people like that don't have the time to support all the people in their organization. They have thousands. Yeah. And as funny as it is, they're always available to take a call or to answer a question for you. So I've had a really good experience here at eXp so far.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that has stuck out for me too. I changed because I was just feeling a little stagnant. And the level of collaboration and the willingness of people who, you think, oh, maybe they're not going to give me the time of day. Open playbook from everybody. And here you go. You need it. When I go into the world to take a ticket for whatever I need, I've never not taken it where it said you're number one. Ticket number one. I've never been number two. It's always number one. And you're in and out within minutes, where it used to take me an hour a day a week, to get something resolved.
Yeah, and that's what I found. At KW. It's of course, you have an office environment, so you have to go to your broker, and they could be out of the office, or you're looking for another team member, right? And they're not there. So it's just a lot easier at eXp to get answers to your questions.
Well, Ray, we are here to support you in any way that you can. In fact, that's how you and I met. So let's stay in touch.
Absolutely.
You know, let's hold each other accountable. Let's have some fun while we're doing it. And the next time that life happens, because it will, let's be ready. How's that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right now, I'm starting the agent attraction and calling the agents and having those conversations with them on how I can help them build their business because it's all about helping agents.
Yep.
It's not
Yep,
about us; it's about them. And once
exactly.
they realize, what the company is offering them, then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, they're ready to change.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it.
Well, Ray, thank you so much for sharing a part of your day with us. And I look forward to keeping in touch and watching your growth.
You're welcome. I enjoyed being on today, and I wish you the best of luck. And let's do keep in contact.
Absolutely. Okay,
All right.
Ray.
All right. Bye
Thanks for
bye.
your time.